Okay, now just wait a second.
Sir, we can't hear you.
It's my problem. So, for example, I would like to go for explain about one particular statement, which is alter. Okay, ALTR, alter. Alter is the command, or alter is the SQL statement. It will help you to change the structure of the table, right? Is it clear or not? For example, so I have I have an example of one particular table, the salary table. This is the one table. The name of the table is salary. Okay, the salary table, which is having the serial number, name, and salary. So one and some name is Sai, and for example, he is having the 47,000. Okay, 47,000, and some name, and we having 58,000, something like this. Okay, so is it is integer or not? Now what I want to make it, I want to change this one as the a float. The default data type of this particular salary column is, it was the integer. I want to change this particular data type. That means I would like to go for change the structure of this one or not. For that one, we can use the alter command. We can use the alter command. So alter, how I would like to change the this particular data type of any existing column. So for that one, we can use this particular statement, alter, and we are going to be altering the table, right? So that alter table, okay, and table name. So which table you're working on it, that particular table name. So then after, and so you would like to go for change the data type, right? So alter column, column name, and okay, and data type. What data type we want to be change it, we can change. I think it may work, sometimes it may not work, but this is the a small thing actually. Okay, this is the one way we can change the data type of one particular column. And for example, I would like to add this some new column. I would like to go for add the some new column. The new column is department. So I want to add the some new column. So already we have a three columns are there. I want to add the some new column. So if you want to add the new column to my existing table, then we can use the same command, but in place of alter, we can use the command which is add. Okay. So we are going to be changing the table, right? We are going to be changing the table so that we are using the alter. Okay. But we are adding the column, right? So alter table, table name, but you're adding the column, right? So that we should use the add command, add and column name and data type. So what data type you want to be, with what data type you're adding the column, so that particular data type we can use it. So here it can be help you to adding the new column to my existing table. Clear?
Yeah.
Now, so for example, I want to delete that particular department table. So if you want to delete that particular, only that particular column, then we can use the drop. So, and we are going to be changing the table, right? So that alter and table name. So as of now, this is common. But what you want to do, that you would like to go for remove that particular column. For that one, we can use the command is drop command. Drop followed by the column. So drop column and column name. Okay. Okay. So you would like to go for drop the column and column name. So what you want to be drop it, that particular so you have to mention that way what you want to drop. You're dropping the column, right? And you have to mention the column name as well. So that particular column, it can be removed. So this is the way the alter will help you. Okay, just note this one, these three commands. When your work, if you want to change anything, if you want to change the table level, then we can use the alter table.
Sir, can we use create in place of add?
Sorry.
Can we use create comment
No.
in place of add?
Add only.
Okay.
So it is a standard structure, we should follow that particular structure only. So when we are going to be using the alter command to change the structure of the table, right? To change the structure of the table. If you want to change the structure of the table, then we can have a keyword is, or we have a statement is alter. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Let's do small examples for that particular thing. Let me open my terminal. So have you or installed the SQL 3 in your systems or not? Okay. Okay. Let me go to your specific folder, cd space desktop and ADS. Okay, cd space 002 SQL, right? So inside of the SQL, we are in the sample.db. So let me go for connect that particular database, SQLite 3 and the sample.db, and you connected to that particular database sample.db, and I want to look what are the tables we have it. So dot table, here we have the two tables are there, ADS and A18, but I want to list, I just want to look what data we have in ADS. Then simply select star from ADS, then it was returns the nothing, and inside of the AAT also I just looked at what data we have it inside of the AAT. Select start from, so AAT table. So here also, here we have two records are there in AAT. Okay, so one is name, serial number and name, right? Let me add on. Okay, so here we have a serial number and name is there, right? Now what I want to do, that I want to add the some new column, right? Okay, so if you want to add the new column, then what command we should use it? Alter table, and what is the table name? So table name is AAT, and so what you want to do, that you're going to be adding the add, so column name, right? Column name is salary. Okay, salary, and data type is, for example, integer. Okay, see, so whether the data, whether the column is added or not will look now. So here previously we have only two columns are there, serial number and salary, right or not? Okay, but here I don't have any data because of, for these two records we are not inserted any kind of information. Now would you like to go for insert the some information, or I just want to remove it one more time? I want to remove that same thing, alter AAT, and I want to remove the column, right? So for example drop, and salary column I want to remove it, then we just use the column one. Okay, so what is the column name I want to remove it? Salary column name, right? So you delete it or not, if you want to look that one, we just select start from A18. So previously you initially we don't have any salary column. Now we changed the structure from two columns to three columns with help of the add salary. Now what we are doing now, we are dropping this particular column with help of the drop command. Is it clear?
Yeah.
Any questions regarding about these two statements? This is the way, if you want to change the structure of the any table or any existing table, we can go ahead with alter command. So let me alter table AAT, and you're going to be adding the column. Okay, for example, salary is integer. Oh no, just intentionally I did this one. Okay, okay, so now what I will do, I just want to select start from AAT. We have only two records, right? I just want to insert some new information. So now here we can insert only two records, right? I would like to alter the table. I just want to be add some new column. I mean, I want to insert the salary column, as well as I want to insert some data as well. Okay, so alter table, and table name is AIT, and so here we just use the add, and the column name is salary, and the data type is, for example, integer. Okay, so now I would like to insert the data, right? So insert into table name. What is the table name? AIT, and we are going to be adding the values or serial number, for example 3, and so name is, for example, Sai. Okay, and for example salary, I'm adding so 45,000. Okay, 45,000. So you just inserted some information. Let me look what kind of what data we have it. Previously first two records we don't have anything. Now we inserted the 45,000 only, right? For example, I want to be insert some new record, which is my value is 4. Okay, and for example, in place of Sai, I would like to add the money, and here the salary, for example, 50,500, or 50,000, some dot pi, some float data we are giving. So this particular situation, so even float also it was considered. Even I said integer, right? But it was taking the float as well. How? Okay, SQL-3, it was not giving any kind of violation errors, so it was considering it, but usually it won't be considered. Okay, so it's a number only. Integer means it has to store only numbers, but why it is storing float? That happens. So because of SQL-3, it's not giving any kind of violation error. Okay, so this is the way we can able to what we will do. We can add some new data after you inserted, right? For example, I just want to be alter the table. So alter column name is, for example, salary, and in place of no integer, I would like to go for as a float. Syntax error, we don't put column, that's a mistake. Alter column, some issue is there. I think the syntax is not working in SQL-3. So some syntax, some kind of some kind of commands, it can work in one particular database. Some commands it cannot work in another database actually. Okay, but usually that could be the process. If you want to alter it, we can alter even the database. I mean, you can alter the tables as well. You can change the data type of the columns also. Okay, but unfortunately here it is not working because of SQL-3 might it not be supporting. I hope you're clear or not. So have you seen that alter statement? As of now, what are the statements I done, guys? What are the statements you're comfortable? What are the statements you're comfortable as of now?
Where, alter, update.
Yeah, first to create.
Set.
So you understood the create, and whatever the table you created, that we can insert with help of the insert command, and whatever the data you inserted, that you can able to update with help of the update command. Okay. And meanwhile, whatever the data you created that I want to be deleted, then we can use the delete. Am I explained about delete command or not in yesterday class?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So delete, and for to change the structure we are going to be using the alter or not. Okay. Create, insert, update, delete, and alter. These are the, and one more thing is that select, right? So these are the six statements. Okay. So usually every time we are going to be using it. So please note this particular commands one more time. So these are the commands I explained with practically, as well as we seen that where clause and like also. Okay. And top we seen it, but we are not getting any output. So note this all commands. If you guys are done, please let me know. I would like to go for the next points.
Yeah, done.
Okay. Okay. Now, every programming language which may have some kind of data types, right? Oh, sorry, operators, right? As of now, we've seen that data types. Now, on the particular data, we can do some kind of operations or not. So we already seen this kind of operations, SQL operators. So in Python programming language, we already aware of the operators concept, right? So what is the use of the operators? Hmm? Operators in Python programming language, what is the use of it? So to do some kind of operations, as well as while you're giving the conditions also, we are using the operators, right? In the same way, basically in SQL, the operators we have to be perform, and which is done by the where class. So in yesterday class, I explained about where class, right? Where is, which is always checking the condition. So where is not only checking the condition, it can performing some kind of operations like comparison and arithmetic operations. The where will do that. Okay. So operators are used to specify the conditions as well, and the operators we can use to do some kind of operations. Is it clear? So where class which is performing the any kind of operation. So what are the operators we have in SQL? So what are the type of operators we have it in SQL? Tell me if you have already knowledge on it. So for example, arithmetic operators. Arithmetic operators. For arithmetic operators, we can use the plus, minus, and percentage symbol, and multiplication symbol, and a division symbol, right? So this is used to addition of two numbers, subtraction purpose, coefficient purpose, multiplication purpose, sorry, remainder purpose, and coefficient purpose, right? Meanwhile, we have the some operators are there, which is comparison. If you want to compare the any two operator or any two objects, then we can use the this kind of operator. Equal to, so it's not a two equal to, it's a single equal to. The single equal to used to whether the both are same or not. Okay, and one less than symbol and one greater than symbol, or else not symbol and equal to symbol. So this is the not equal meaning. Either we can use the less than or greater than, combination of the less than and greater than, that we are calling it's a not equal, or else not symbol and equal symbol. So this is the meaning of the equal symbol. Okay, so if you want to be compare the less than one particular element, whether it is the less than the someone element, then we can use the less than symbol. Meanwhile greater than and less than or equal to, greater than or equal to. Okay, less than or equal to as well as greater than or equal to, and not less than, not less than, and not greater than. So these are the not symbols also we can use it, not less than, not greater than. So this kind of operations mainly we are going to be used when you want to compare the two operands. Okay, clear? Can you please note these operators? Arithmetic operators, comparison operators, you just note this one. Done?
Yeah, it's done.
Okay, now we have the two more operators are there. So which is the logical operators. Very less number of operators we have it, guys. Don't think too much about it. Okay, so third one is logical operators. So you already know that how the logical operators are working, right? So when we are working with the logical or logical operators, there we have the some names we have it, and logical and. Okay, so when the both conditions are same, the resultant can be the true, otherwise it can be the false, right? So or any one of the element or any one of the condition, if it is a true, the resultant it can be the true. Not if the condition or if the data is the false, then it could be returns the true. If the data will be the true, then it can be returns the false, right? So these are the and, or, and not keywords or commands we can use it for the logical operations in SQL. And we have other operators we have it, so which is the between. So for example, if you want to, what is mean that between? For example, you want to check one particular data in between the 20 to 30. For that one, we don't need to use every time a less than or equal a less than or equal sorry, a less than or equal to 30, and sorry, a greater than or equal to 20, and a less than or equal to 50. So for example, I want to check the data in between the 20 to 50. So there we should use the and keyword, and we should use the less than or equal to and greater than or equal to, right? So instead of using that many operators, we just use only one keyword or one command, that is the between. Okay, we have some kind of list of elements are there, or we have some group of elements are there. One particular element, whether it is available in a group or not, for that one we can use the in keyword just to check one particular element in this particular so just which is available or not. If you want to check it, then we can use the in keyword, okay, or in command. So we have already like will help you pattern matching purpose. So one particular element is null in the sense, if the data which is a null, then it can be written as the true, otherwise it can be written as the false. So distinct in the sense, so unique elements, for example, the database which is having the duplicate elements or duplicate records, by the time I just want to access the some kind of distinct distinct record, then we can use the distinct keyword, okay, exists. Like this we have some kind of key operators, we have it even here between, in, like, is null, distinct, and exists. If that particular element is exists, then it can be written as the true, otherwise it can be written as the false. So anyway, so this is the conditions, or this is the operators we can use it to do some kind of operations on the tables. Just note this operators: and, or, not, between, in, like, is null, distinct, exist, these are the operators. These are the operators. Done, guys?
Yeah, done.
Any questions?
No.
I think these all things we definitely use it actually, okay, and we'll try to go for use we'll try to go for use the distinct and okay, use null, because of like we know it, right? We already seen a like in our previous class, right? Okay, in also very simple thing, and between us also it could be very simple thing, and we would like to check with how we can use the use null and okay, distinct. So for example, I have a table. It's a salary table. Let me consider it's a salary table, okay, or employee table, whatever it is. Okay, so let me consider I have a table, something like this. The table which is having the serial number, the name, and salary. Okay, this is the serial number and name, and for example, salary. Okay, so serial number 1 and name is for example Sai, and I don't have any data, so let me consider this is a null data. If data is not there, that means it's a null. Okay, for example, we have a money and salary, for example 45k, and for example I have the three for example this is Jagadish, or okay, Jagadish. Okay, so for example, which is the null, so I would like to go for accessing the, okay, I would like to go for accessing the I would like to go for accessing the table information or records where the salary is the null. Okay, wherever the salary is the null, that particular records I want to be accessed. So that particular situation, what we should use it. So select star from. So this is the table name is for example employee table. Let me consider this is my employee table. Select star from employee. Okay, employee, where salary is null. Okay, where the salary is null. Okay, so that particular records we are going to be accessing, this record and this recordings we are going to be accessing. This is the two records we are getting as a result. Okay, let me consider. So for example, for a second record which is repeated two times, money and 45K. In this particular situation, this data and this data is same, right? So here we have a duplicate data or not. So this time I just want to access only distinct. Okay, so for example, here we have the okay, so department, let me consider have go for the next department. So for example, this is the 4, this is the, sorry, example Kumar, and some 50K. For example, this is the department is IT department. Okay, and this is CSE department, and here also IT department we have it, and this is civil department, and again this is IT department. So here what are the distinct departments we have it? IT is one department, CSE is one department, and civil is one department, right? We have only three departments. Yes or no? Here we have a total five departments. Out of the five, only three departments are distinct, right? I just want access only this particular departments, distinct departments. Then we just use the select distinct. Okay, and so we have to mention the column name, and thereafter we can use the table name from table name. So this is the way you can able to go for accessing the unique department. In the meanwhile, if you want to access the table records as a distinct as well, you can use the select distinct from table name, we can use it. Okay, which we will be go for accessing only a non-common which just remove the duplicate elements, and it was giving the exact data set what we have it, or what exact data what we have it. Okay, this is the way we can able to use the seasonal and so distinct commands we can go for use it to go for use it. Clear? Any more questions? Just note these two things, seasonal and distinct examples.
Done, sir.
That's for today's class. Tomorrow class, what we will do, normalization techniques and constraints, we will finish it. Once we are done the normalization and constraints, okay, so then we can effectively implement the database. After that one, and if you want to joins also we will discuss joins concepts, joins, constraints, normalizations, operators, data types, and we'll do some kind of functions. Okay, some kind of statistical methods also we will work on it. After that one, we can do a small project on that. Okay, data analysis project we will do with help of the SQL. Clear?
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, bye guys, see you, take care.